G'day, I'm Brady and welcome to Brady's Breakdown on Touch It. Make sure you like and subscribe to this guy right here. Thanks a lot. Look, I gotta say I'm a massive lefty. I have been for a long time, but right now in 2019, it is not cool to be a lefty. In the 90s, Rage Against the Machine led the shutdown of Wall Street. So we've gone from that to in 2019, lefty blogs talking about how Zack de la Rocca's dreadlocks are problematic. I can't pinpoint exactly where it all went wrong, but here's what I think are the top 5 biggest problems currently with the left. Number 1, not being able to debate. Not leaving something open for debate is so stupid, and on the left we do it all the fucking time. It's honestly the intellectual version of putting your fingers in your ears and going, la 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 la, I'm not listening. There's a difference between feeling correct and actually being correct. And if you're not willing to debate, you'll never know if you're truly in the second category. Read any peer-reviewed study that you believe in, scroll down a little bit, and at the bottom, boom, it says fucking discussion. And if you think your science isn't up for discussion, have a look at something as airtight as the laws of the universe. Currently, there's a microwave engine that people think are literally breaking the laws of physics. Something as airtight and steadfast as fucking physics. And you know what? Isaac Newton isn't on Twitter trying to get people fired from their jobs. So if the laws of the universe are up for debate, so are your political beliefs. Reason 2, delivery. The delivery of leftist media like Junkie or Vice isn't helping. Quotes like "men got dragged" or "pathetic man babies," they're not going to get a casual observer to change their point of view to your point of view. You're driving a wedge between people. Imagine a famous activist from history delivered their points like Vice. You got Rosa Parks saying, "This black woman didn't give up her seat for a white crybaby." Yes, Queen! Or Martin Luther King, "I have a dream where white people are cancelled." Do you think it would be anywhere near as poignant? It's almost like starting off a point with, "Hey fuckhead, here's something I want you to listen to." When has that ever worked in the history of human beings? Vice articles and Junkie articles are so divisive, and they only work to serve the people that are already reading them. The best research shows that 8% of people are extreme left, 12% of people are extreme right, and there's 80% of people, for lack of a better word, in the middle that are moderate. Now, if you want to win elections, if you want to create huge social change, you need these people in the middle. Have a look at like most West-leaning democracies, and the majority of them have right-leaning governments. We need these people in the middle because without them, we're essentially powerless when it comes to voting. If there's 2 kids, right, and one kid is beating the other kid with the stick, what do? Do you take the stick off the first kid, give it to the second kid and say, "Beat the shit out of them back"? No, you take the stick away. No one can use the stick. Lead by example. The left talks about love and compassion, but with a lot of our media, we're not showing it. Reason 3, name calling. The Greeks worked out how to argue 2,000 years ago, and in 2019, how haven't we figured it out now? The left loves an ad hominem attack. How many times have you heard, "Oh, a white man is upset at this, lol"? As a straight white man, I know there's things I shouldn't chime in on because there's a knowledge gap. For instance, if we're talking about the experience of childbirth, I know nothing compared to a woman who's actually given birth. And here's my point. It's very easy to tell me that. If someone's a little bit ignorant, treat them with compassion, not condemnation. Tell them where their ignorance is, but do it in a way where they'll want to listen to you. It's really easy to do that, instead of just straight up calling me a fuckhead. Going, "Oh, look at this dumbass, he doesn't know what he's talking about. What a piece of shit." Like, that isn't gonna change anyone's mind, okay? It's a really silly, short-sighted tactic. People see this sort of behavior online, and it gives all of us a bad name. Name calling is like body odor, and us on the left, we need a bloody shower. Reason 4, echo chamber. If you only follow news sites that agree with your opinion, it's called an echo chamber. And just because people are agreeing with you, it doesn't mean you're right. It's a recipe for confirmation bias. We all need to be challenged, and hiding yourself from information you don't like doesn't change anything. I subscribe to every single news source I can find on social media. My entire feed is just a deluge of cat videos and news sites I really hate. My social media identity is basically a cereal hoarding cat lady. But probably most importantly, you start to really see that not everyone agrees with what you think, and sometimes with really good reason. Most of the times I don't take this well and I'm angry as fuck, but I do try to calm myself down, and sometimes I realize a gap in my own knowledge, or that somehow I genuinely jump to a false conclusion. Then after I've gathered the new information, I reassess what I know and then I changed my view. Reason 5, we're mean to Zach De La Rocca. Have a look at Zach De La Rocca's haircut these days. He's ditched the dreadlocks and now he's gone to a Jufro. Oh, is that problematic? If the dude goes bald, you're probably gonna say he's being offensive to Tibetan monks. As you can guess, we sort of ran out of gas with this and we needed a 5th one, so this is fucking it. The left right now is about little victories, and well, that's the way I see it. And while we're concentrating on petty little wins, that's what the 80% sees, and they're not impressed. Always be prepared to be wrong, then accept that you're wrong. If I'm wrong and I accept it, I've got so much more out of the debate than the person that was correct. I've learned something. I've become smarter out of that interaction, where the person that said it has only reinforced something they already knew. If you do this enough, then you'll become truly knowledgeable. And if you think I'm wrong, just let me know in the comments below. Bonus points if you can do it without calling me a fuckhead.